Hello everyone, this is CW here, back again with another video, and we are going to react to Aang vs. Travelers. Apologies that this took so long. There was a lot of family gathering events and all that happened, and plus we got to see Spider-Man last week, so no spoilers, but share your thoughts about it. I thought it was pretty good, but probably the third or fourth best Spider-Man film. But besides that, let's just get into Aang for his travel. Now, before we get to I'm slowing down, I wanted to add this because I thought it was funny that apparently you see that it's blurry. That's because apparently it got age restricted, which is kind of shocking. Or like, you have to sign in, which is kind of shocking because like, considering how more graphic ones like I can watch this. I'm gonna try to do this one for a fourth time. I meant to do it, but like with all the audio problems that have been happening, I'm hoping this one doesn't mess up. But see, and like Danji versus Yuji is watchable. It's kind of shocking. But let's just get into it as I want to get this done as soon as possible, so that way I can start on the prediction for next time. That's also the thumbnail.
Aang the Avatar versus Ether the Traveler.
Which journeyman will come out on top in this elemental battle?
He's
I'm not
with
gonna lie,
my
this was
boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons,
matchup.
armor, and skills to find out who would
But
win.
I'll share my thoughts of the episode itself. But the matchup itself is was a nice one.
Earth, fire, air. Long ago, the four nations lived in harmony, united by a master of the elements, the Avatar.
This Avatar reincarnated as different people for centuries.
I just want to say I'm not going to full screen because like I'm trying to test whether or not it's like going full screen that messes up with the audio or like something else. So just give me comments of how to fix OBS if you know. But so far this preview's doing good.
All with their own struggles. And man, was that true for our boy Aang.
Not at first, of course, thanks to his master and guardian, Yatso.
As a cheeky little air nomad, Aang traveled the world causing shenanigans, all while learning to control the winds with air bending.
Based on the real-life martial art Bagua Zhang, airbending is the most spiritual of the four bending styles, focusing on evading and diverting attacks through circular motions. With even the smallest movement, Aang can create tornadoes, run like the wind, and block hypersonic explosions.
The perfect style for a twinkle-toed goofball like Aang. He even invented it.
Yeah. Master of Penguin saying, yep. Co-founder, yeah. We don't talk about Korra.
His own technique, the air scooter. How does he not fall off that thing?
Add in a glider staff for flight, and the sky was the limit. But you know how it goes. Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Their conquest spread, war was inevitable, and Aang was the only one who could save the world.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with all that, and being forcibly separated from Gyatso. He was just a kid, so he froze up. Like, literally, he accidentally froze himself in his adorable guy bison up for 100 years.
Until he was awakened by the water tribal Katara and Sokka. Time wasn't kind to Aang's people. With no Avatar to balance, the Airbenders, Aang's entire culture were wiped out by the Fire Nation.
Oh, that's rough, buddy. But Aang took the wake-up call to heart.
As the Avatar, it's Aang's duty to understand the world's people, learning their culture, their sadness, joy, and manner.
And boy, wait, learning how they kick ass.
From the northern tribe between brush, Aang learned waterbending. Theme wrapped with Tai Chi movements, style control liquid in all forms to freeze targets, create water whips, and even cut through steel.
Learning earthbending was way tougher, but Aang's firm enough taught him to stop and push over. Now he can armor himself and move the terrain of entire cities. And launch the sonar style
Everyone was interested in my dig for this. I did not do
there was a lot to learn, but even with the world
really
spotted on his head,
Aang
had fun doing it. Forget the adventures penguin slip going through the bayou.
Also make like predictions
the city where no wars ever happened.
And across his journey, one power eluded Aang. The Avatar state, an enhanced mode of being that came to him in moments of peril.
Sure, if Aang does it, the air cycle ends permanently, but who cares when it gives you enough power to wipe out a whole Navy fleet?
Con Boomstick, the Avatar state
There's
is more
to meet Josh and like the
Josh,
cameos on this,
how long have you been standing there?
I'll get my
I've
thoughts
been
on the
here the
episode.
whole time. I lurk where all Avatar talk is. Through the cosmic power of the Avatars before him and the ancient spirit Rava, Aang gains the knowledge experience of all previous Avatars, greatly limiting his bending options. Lava bending from Avatar Roku, sonic shouts from Avatar Yang Chen, and even more are theoretically available to him through their memories.
Oh, I get it. You can't just grind your way controlling the Avatar state.
Right. If Aang wanted to stop Fire Lord Ozai, he needed something else.
He needed onion banana juice.
Yeah, technically, I suppose. Gross.
Specifically, Aang sought the guidance of Guru Pata. Mastering his power meant clearing his chakras, emptying his mind of earthly attachments. Seems synthesis also meant checking his feelings for Katara, the person he loved most.
When he had to choose between the world or the girl, Aang followed his heart, and it didn't end well.
He got better. Aang was determined to understand the world's people, even the enemy nation. Something he accomplished thanks to the redeemed Prince Zuko, the Sun Warriors.
And these two fucking dragons! Aang is scared of firebending, but it's totally awesome! It's not just about burning and blowing shit up. Okay, well, but there's so much more to it.
Formed from the explosive movements of Shaolin Kung Fu, firebend controlled all their heat, and through the teams of fire and water, he can redirect lightning bending. A burst of atmospheric discharge shot at over 200,000 per hour.
I wrote a best uncle ever used techniques to redirect natural lightning. So, you know the real deal. Not crazy enough? At his peak, Aang surpassed benders who could throw buildings, melt stone, and hold up this gigantic Larry Solo. That should be a problem. Right?
Not exactly. You see, the air nomads were pacifists who believed in the value of life above all. Being the last airbender, Aang didn't think his people were truly gone unless he went back on their teachings, meaning he really didn't want to kill them.
So, he's just a coward now? Mr. Fire Lord is about to burn down the entire Earth Kingdom.
Not at all. Are you even listening? Aang was simply at odds with what he wanted and what the world expected, but he needed to make a choice.
Right. In his great head, Aang discovered his true self, making his spirit unbendable and finally mastering the Avatar.
Making him as strong as Avatar that cause hurricanes, tsunamis, and volcanic eruptions.
Or in Avatar, even though as in G30 swears to of himself form a land Aang needed one element, something few Avatars before, energy bending.
Not what I can do, but Aang totally overruled that. Direct connection to his invasion. The wall is no cure attack ultimate F to this warlord's ideology.
Now the fighting had cooled off. Aang led a new era of peace for the United Republic of Nations, a place where all people could prosper, and a new nation and a new Avatar would take the reign.
He got hit with Indra. Make that dude Spurs.
I will you.
For all his doubts, Aang fulfilled the Avatar's destiny and some, and he did it in a way that was true to who he was.
Because before being the Avatar or even Airbender, the greatest thing to ever be was himself. All his were a free, fun-loving kid.
It's very good. Of it.
The battle is coming up.
I'll give my
this
thoughts about it, but like as always, like, the special effects and like the thing is good. Like
Call 1-800-GAM 97777. Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia only. Voiding valid for select games only. /promo.
Welcome to a mysterious land governed by dog archons that chaos beyond the stars.
Somewhere,
AKA Traveler, who escaped his dying world with his sister Lumi. Turned up the Lunar home. It's a crash land apocalypse cubed by this jerk.
Separate from sister, Ether awoke, again, in a new, less apocalyptic age, and fished up his own pathetic pet pixie, Paimon.
Yeah, she makes for a good emergency with his cleared Traveler to take him instead and find his link to the path like a Breath of the Wild glider instead.
And his first element, letting him make flashes, tornadoes, and of course,
Windblade! But Traveler isn't the only one. The special bless people building relics.
Bears can imbue their bodies with mental power. Some and use a special vision to perceive the elements around them.
Normally there's only a single element, but Traveler's just built them through Paimon. He began collecting elements from space smashes across the new character banners, witness the play of murder case and Leo. Traveler wasn't interested. Herbs could tell him where his was, and was anyway at the Geo-Elite defense constructs.
About war vision bearers and their con either, until all the suffering by its heretical and joined the resistance with electro bills, fighting the powers that be using Olympus Oz, Thunderblade, and lightning.
But to dodge lightning, Earth freezers like my police can counter so shockwaves to made explosions that rain Traveler met all kinds of relays. You know, say, books.
Yeah, to back it
There's one
and two, one of them, and three.
It's been played Genshin since launch.
I know everything about the Genshin meta. Either
That
get
would
the
be
different
the
reactions,
best.
skeletal combination, de-crystallizing and choosing special berries, intro mixed with water to nose, and skeletal destruction. Boom!
Like how I find beer and gunpowder.
Ethical step, use dendro to form plant liquid mixed with water, lightning makes home mix out. And from that, with your clever thinking and artifacting, you can combine any dimension.
Okay, we'll do another 50-50, you wait.
I'll show you a drop of
It is known for the
Later from Garoosh.
especially I can study on Sunday.
Ether control of vortices. Tibet's fate come until it changed his
Because Rev was the center. One unbalanced destiny demons betrayed her. All the world had no idea he existed.
Help the flood the master hydro for Beth mission with
spoilers on this.
Yeah, don't get it. Wonder how you get my Genji.
Through these legal ether can fly through Earth. Charge the Jurassic World. Travel across the galaxy far and wide. Stop swinging that one-starred blade.
Picking up the prototype rank, wielding of ease. Thanks to Sword Master. And several rings of what a great assist kept eluding him. Bring the hang shadow with these Illuminati folk.
Grim Conry, then by God's firm sea with the abyss. Unbeknownst to Ether, sister at Ultra and Bernie under his own.
And in the end, she found. We don't really know. Not at least. Whatever is kind of such a creepy villain. Twist.
Eventually, Ether reached Nation of and funds never in war with the abyss. He gained higher much fireball and explosions combined with lightning.
He just dabble in fancy protecting like a 2P layer. Travel cheap night
this is not like
higher hundreds of feet long. Oh yeah, that's strong enough to take down the heart of the abyss. This is a little star lifeless like Bowiga and the Brighton Shogun.
And Archon in ages past, sliced Yatori Island in
this was no organic. It also goes back energy, so that's a light.
He will reunite with the Sith, but for now, he's fighting a whole new world. His new home.
Don't you are saving no emotions for this. We can just use nice to try and kill the traveler. Still got it.
Oh, that's why you're broken shit.
To Ether, the journey has meaning. The birds of Tevat, salt of its people, they all part of it. Even if he's against the abyss, a new dawn somewhere just beyond the star. The flowers leading to love. A battle at the start.
My main criticism as now is that the writing is the part of the test. Like, the basing was really and for the problem is that the writing was not there. It was like cheesy and really influenced. I think the major part is like which I do agree and the master are nice, but like the concept it's not good. And like history is a master and nerding out. It is a nice character, but like it ruins the episode if you know me. I do think okay, for the base it was on it, but it was nice. So nice. You guys decent too. It's not. Like, especially the animation, the model and paint, and like, the travel. Okay, so. Oh no. Sorry. I think it's not lagging. This is why I didn't want to use it, but I didn't have a choice with Fire. It just slows down for some reason. It's some cool effects. Hold on, I'm starting to... Yeah, I was afraid of this, but similar to last time. I'll just pause it for a bit. I'm just hope... There we go. Ah, god dang. Hold on, I'm experiencing difficulties. There we go. This one was probably the best part. This was a surprise and it was very cool. That was a cute. And lag. But I'm gonna see if I can do it by deleting thing. But like I said, I expected this, so I'll just release the episode as it is. You can watch it for yourself and all, but this was a nice one. I think one big reason I have is its lack of character development for the Traveler. Like, this would have been perfect for him to, like, give him some personality. But, like, Aang was the best part of this, like, him, even though he loses and all, it was still pretty good, even his death. Like I said, this is very good. There you go. Like I said, I can't do nothing with, like, the lag and all, so hopefully, this gets fixed. There we go. I did heard of rumor that, like, YouTube sleep, like, kills the GPU on this, which is why I'm using Edge, but like I said, I can't. There we go, you're gonna sleep. As long as, like, find kill and all good. Yep, there we go. Okay, there we go. overall, the fight was decent. Like it was very creative and all, and I do like the chaos, but again, the problem is, and definitely much more, might be improvement. I still think that, I'll give my thoughts after the outcome. Yeah, I do think that without the recent update, this one was fair with the power scare. Even though that, again, they both get stronger. Even with, like, the spoiler, like, Aang, with the movie and the TV show becoming universal, like, Traveler could still get the same thing, but even without it, like, the other advantages, especially speed, would overdo it. And once again, Aang definitely won this. This one I predicted right. Stasis, yeah. And actually getting experience of combat. Yes. Yep. Yep. And again, the elements were the major factor of this. Yep, the combos. Yeah, he can, not only that, but Darla can heal himself, or like counter, or like debuff. Yep. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Darla basically had more win cons and offense defense. Yep. Yes. Now I will admit, next time I'm not gonna excited to. Oh yeah, I forgot about him. This one's actually exciting because they did confirm. I was shocked about it until but it's basically Bionicle versus Ninjago. This is actually a cool announcement. I remember I remember watching the original Bionicle movies. Man, they're so good. But overall, I'll give my prediction for that tomorrow or like Friday, the end of the week at the latest. But yeah, this is my episode. I do think sadly that this is probably going to rank very low because, like I said, the writing and all is not perfect, but it does make a major point. And like the fight, the animation itself is nice, definitely much better than Groove vs. Megamind. But it too had its major problems and all with like